y'all. My name is Deja Williams, and I am the founder of Scholarship Secured. Welcome to Scholarship Secured's first webinar. Ready to secure your bag? 3 facts and 3 tasks to help you efficiently start your scholarship journey. Now, before we begin, make sure you have a pen and paper to jot down these money bag tips I will be dropping throughout this webinar. In this webinar, you will learn 3 facts about the scholarship process and 3 tasks you should engage in when starting your scholarship journey. Now, because I resonate with the truth and people being real with me about my actions and pursuits, I'm going to be real with y'all about the scholarship process. I will be introducing facts about the scholarship process to set the tone, mindset, and importance of its corresponding tasks. Fact 1, it's only a dream until you write it down. Then it becomes a goal. So the task is to commit to your scholarship journey and set a goal. Fact 2, to know where you're going, you have to know where you've been and where you currently are. So build a scholarship rag sheet by reflecting and identifying your uniqueness and answering 3 essential questions. Fact 3, time is money. So structure your approach. Before we dive into the lesson, I want to introduce to you a mindset that you should adopt to carry you through the scholarship journey. And that is, ain't nothing like free money. This slogan signifies the abundant amount of scholarships that's available to you and the enriching opportunities that's afforded to you as a result of receiving scholarships. When embodying this mantra, you affirm that you are worthy of support and opportunities. You will seize every opportunity that you want. You have no other choice but to succeed. You know that rejection is a distraction and nothing beats a failure but a try. And you will stay consistent and patient throughout your scholarship journey. Your scholarship process will be daunting, exhausting, and somewhat indefinite depending on how far you go with your education. But when you secure a scholarship, it makes the journey worthwhile. Because ain't nothing like free money. Now let's get into this lesson. Fact 1, it's only a dream until you write it down. Then it becomes a goal. Now we have all heard this in variations. And we have all had ideas, plans, and dreams that we did not commit to. Quite frankly, because we didn't turn our thoughts into action. So let's end this bad habit today by turning your dream of graduating debt-free into a goal and then a reality. So to ensure you graduate debt-free from college, engage in task 1. Commit to your scholarship journey and set a goal. So I want you all to think about how you have been committing or how you will commit to your scholarship journey. Have you reached out to your professors and informed them about your pursuit of scholarships? Have you applied to college? Have you researched the cost of your prospective degree? If not, start engaging in these activities because the more time and effort you put in, the more committed you will be to your scholarship journey. And the second part of this task is setting a goal. We all have the ultimate goal of graduating from college with as little debt as possible or debt-free. But I also want you all to know that there's so much more that college has to offer. I want you all to think about what you want to accomplish and experience while in college and write those things down. Remember, your desire to achieve something is only a goal when it's written down. So like for me, outside of wanting to graduate with as little debt as possible, I also wanted to study abroad. So I sought out study abroad scholarships that would provide me with the opportunity to study abroad without having to pay money out of my pocket. As a result, I was able to study abroad in Cuba, Germany, and up next, Africa. In addition, some of the scholarships I won afforded me the opportunity to live rent-free, to pay for my books, and one of my scholarships paid for my full senior year tuition. So commit to your scholarship journey and set a goal. And if you have already committed to your scholarship journey, but find yourself disoriented, recommit to your scholarship journey. by setting a goal. Fact two, to know where you're going, you must know where you have been and where you currently are. So let's unpack this. We just talked about setting goals and our goal being to graduate debt free or with as little debt as possible. But now we need to define our path to achieving this goal. And to do this, you must reflect on where you currently are and what you've been through to determine your next steps to achieving your goal. So think about these questions and start by answering these questions. What are your limitations? What was your self-defining moment? What motivates you? What's your story? And what's your uniqueness? Scholarship committees look for this information in your scholarship application, especially your scholarship essays. They want to know what sets you apart from another applicant. They want to see your potential to succeed through how you progressed thus far. So to ensure that you fully articulate your story in a persuasive and detailed way, here is task 2. Build your scholarship brag sheet by reflecting and identifying your uniqueness and answer 3 essential questions. So essentially, a scholarship brag sheet is much like a resume, but this contains all your educational endeavors, goals, and experiences. The scholarship brag sheet is a living document that you will continuously edit and update as you redefine your goals, change your perspective, and engage in new experiences. In this document, you will list personal characteristics, how you define yourself, your community service activities, honors and awards, career goals, strengths, weaknesses, and course takeaways. And it is important to be descriptive and reflective when writing these things down. You're not simply just listing the things you participated in, but you're stating why you participated, what you learned from participating in this experience, and how you will use this experience in the future. This document will help prevent writer's block because you will have concrete examples of things that you have done and experienced that you can write about in your scholarship essays. This document can also be provided to your recommenders to tell them about the experiences you've been involved in outside of the context in which they know you in, so that they can speak descriptively about why you should be given a scholarship and your potential to succeed in the future. There are so many benefits and ways you can use your scholarship brag sheet. Another way is to use your scholarship brag sheet to help you define your path to achieve your goals. By building your scholarship brag sheet, you are identifying where you currently are in relation to your goals. So in a sense, you are identifying the gaps between where you currently are and where you want to be to achieve your goals. So use this information to continuously set goals and to strategically plan of ways you can put yourself in positions to achieve your goals. We are working smart, not hard. And I also recommend that you answer 3 essential questions. Tell me about yourself or your career and educational goals. Tell me about a personal achievement or an activity you are most proud of. What will the scholarship mean to you and how will you use it? This brings us to fact 3. Time is money. You have been encouraged by so many people to apply for as many scholarships as possible to increase your chances of winning the money you need to graduate debt free. However, they are not showing you the best way to prepare or how to apply for scholarships more efficiently. And that is where Scholarship Secured comes in. I teach students a proven method on how to efficiently apply for scholarships. Because time is money, and the more time you spend on one scholarship, you are missing the opportunity to apply for another. So you need to structure your approach to cut down the amount of time you're spending on one application. Now that you have committed to your scholarship journey, set a goal, build your scholarship brag sheet, and answered the 3 essential questions, you are now ready to apply for scholarships. When you find a scholarship, The first step is to annotate the scholarship. That means go through the scholarship application, highlight key words, highlight key characteristics they're looking for in the student, highlight the due date, and highlight the essay question, the deadline, and the contact person. But don't stop there and just highlighting things. Pull that key information and put it into a separate document, either on your computer or write it down in a template. The purpose of annotating a scholarship is to understand what the scholarship committee is looking for and for you to know what you need to include and articulate in your scholarship application to ensure that you win it. Step 2, request supporting documents. That's your transcripts, your letters of recommendation, and your college letter of acceptance. You want to request these documents early on because it's other people's responsibility to produce these documents. And you don't want these documents to delay the submission of your scholarship application. Step 3, determine your approach by using your scholarship brag sheet. Now, this step could go hand in hand with step 2 because this step is all about deciding what message you want to send to the scholarship committee. So it may be that you want them to know that you excel in academics or that you are really involved in community service activities. So when you ask them for a letter of recommendation from your recommender, you may want to tell them to speak specifically about a community service activity that you participated in, or to speak about how you excelled in your work in their particular class. So step 3 is really about, again, the message that you want to send to the scholarship committee. And what do you want the scholarship committee to know about you as far as your potential to succeed in the future and why they should invest in you right now? Step 4, begin writing your essay and completing the scholarship applications. So now that you understand what the scholarship committee is looking for, you've requested your documents, and you know what message you want to send to the scholarship committee, you are now ready to write your essay, which is typically the longest part of a scholarship application. So in this essay, you will be using your scholarship brag sheet to pull out key concrete examples that highlight the characteristics that the scholarship committee is looking for. Step 5, send your essay to someone for review. So it is important to identify that person who will be willing to review your essays. For me, it was my sister before I went to college, but then when I got to college, I used my college writing center. But it is important to provide your essay to them in a reasonable amount of time to give them time to review your essay, provide suggestions, and then for you to make edits to maybe send it to them again or to then submit it by the due date. Step 6, submit your scholarship application with confidence and then move on to the next scholarship and repeat steps 1 through 6 again. Following these 6 steps will help you maximize your time and submit an award-winning scholarship application. So in this webinar, you've learned 3 facts about the scholarship process and 3 tasks that you should engage in when starting and continuing your scholarship journey. Fact 1, it's only a dream until you write it down. Then it becomes a goal. So commit to your scholarship journey and set a goal. Fact 2, to know where you're going, you must know where you've been and where you currently are. Build your scholarship brag sheet by reflecting and identifying your uniqueness and answering 3 essential questions. Fact 3, time is money, so structure your approach. Graduating debt-free may seem impossible, but trust me, it is not. You may just need guidance, support, and accountability to stay focused and committed to your scholarship journey. So let me help you. Now that you have completed the webinar, you should engage in the following action steps. Start with adopting the scholarship mindset. This will keep you motivated and relentless through your scholarship journey. Then engage in the 3 tasks mentioned in this webinar to start building your scholarship portfolio. Next, start researching scholarships to apply for. I suggest starting with Instagram. There are a lot of scholarship experts who post scholarships daily. Then use the Scholarship Secured Scholarship Checklist to organize your scholarships and track your progress to submission. And lastly, apply for scholarships. The more scholarships you apply for, the greater your chances of securing the funding you need to graduate debt-free. And if you have any questions about what was taught today in this webinar or need further assistance with starting your scholarship journey, please schedule a consultation or a one-on-one meeting with me. And to thank everyone for tuning in to Scholarship Secured, Ready to Secure Your Bag webinar, here is a scholarship checklist. You can use this checklist to write down all the scholarships you will be applying for and to track your progress as you complete the scholarship applications. Thank you all for tuning in to Scholarship Secured's first webinar, Ready to Secure Your Bag. I hope you learned a lot and feel motivated to start and continue your scholarship journey. If you enjoyed this webinar, please consider subscribing to Scholarship Secured's YouTube channel. Also, stay connected with us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Scholarship Secured. And remember, ain't nothing like free money.